Hi, I'm Rita Gehman, and today I'm going to talk about the benefits of having an organized home. A lot of people, they think, oh, well, it's just nice when the home is, clean and organized. But the truth is, it becomes a matter of a lifestyle and view of self and view of your family and stress and many other things. So one of the reasons why it's good to have an organized home is that when your home is part of it's an extension of yourself. It's difficult to see yourself with respect when you don't actively show respect for your surroundings and things over which you do have control, which is your house. It's really hard to have control over other people, but you can have control over your objects, your inanimate objects. So when you don't treat your house with respect, you're not treating yourself with respect. If your house looks like it's abandoned and homeless, um, you're pretty much treating yourself as if you are abandoned and homeless, and it will start to grow those thoughts and feelings inside of you. So if you want to know how you see yourself in actuality, in reality, take a look around you. See how if you just have a room, if you're not, if you're not an adult yet, just take a look around at your surroundings. See how you see yourself, and if you don't like what you see, well, that means something. A lot of people, they like their stuff and they like keeping things their way, but due to whatever what your parents said or how you've lived your life, you may think that mess and clutter is just part of being creative or having creative license. But the truth is, if you have dirt and mess and muddiness, and I speak from experience, by the way, so I mean, don't think that I'm over here little Miss Stepford wife or anything like that, but I'm just saying that the benefits of having an organized home far outweigh just the physical appearance. It has to do with how you see yourself, and it's a direct reflection. The better you see yourself, the more you want your house to look nice. The less, the worse you see yourself, the more your house becomes neglected and dirty and disorganized. If you if you're not fulfilling your potential, if you're not treating yourself to all the different, intellectual stimulation, emotional stimulation, physical touch and closeness, lots of good sex, whatever, whatever it is that you need, if you're not getting enough of all these different areas of your life, then you'll find areas of your house that are collecting dust and that are kind of abandoned and that are not really important. Whereas you may keep up well-used portions of your house. There may be areas of your house that are not well kept up, and it's because that part of your house is not being used, since it's not really being used inside of you. So it's important to understand how to keep areas of your house up and how to interpret abandoned areas of your house. For instance, if you have a good living room, it's nice and clean, well kept up. If you have a good, bathroom, bedrooms, kitchen, everything else, but say your dining room is neglected, and you don't even have a full set, dining room set. You don't have good organizational skills around that. Things are not being kept up as they should. Things are not being used. Just even areas of the house that you're just not using. It does say something about, well, I don't really have a lot of interest in socializing with other people. I don't really have a lot of interest in becoming socially adept, or in other words, that tends to be the habit of introverts. Introverts tend to leave their dining room tables abandoned and dusty, but extroverts also tend to leave things like libraries and studies and hallways. They tend to leave those trampled through and dusty or abandoned and things like that. So it's because they don't really spend a lot of time investing in their own intellectual development. So I mean, I realize these are gross stereotypes. I'm just saying, this is the type of thing that's likely to be, had by different people. So, it's important to recognize that having your, all of your house well used, well, every part of your house functional, in good working order, not dusty, nice and clean, well kept up, and used. It's one thing for a housewife to dust and oil all of her furniture. It's another thing to actually use them. So, for instance, I know someone who has beautiful dining room. She dusts and oils everything. She keeps fresh linen on all the tables and everything like that. But she never uses her dining room. She never uses her china cabinets. She never uses the china in her china cabinets. And that's something that indicates that she does not have a well-developed social life, and she does not have, or one at all, and she does not value having people over and being the hostess and fellowshipping with other people very much, which is true about this particular person. So taking, if you have a difficulty evaluating yourself or seeing how you live your life, it's a pretty good idea to kind of look around you and see which areas of your house are abandoned, or if all of them are, and which ones are clean, and how how things are set up, and how positive it makes you feel, and how negative it might make you feel. So it's important to kind of look around and be honest with yourself, and pretty much that's a pretty good indication of how you see yourself. So thank you.